This is Eric's house, where the broken come to breathe,
where the hurting find a hand
and the weary find relief.
It's a light in the darkness
When the night won't let you go,
you don't have to walk alone
through the valley of the soul.
Hello, my name is Joette, and I am a co-facilitator of groups with EricsHouse for mothers who lost a child to substance or alcohol poisoning. I joined EricsHouse 5 years ago after the tragic loss of our precious daughter, Sydney. I attended groups and became a co-facilitator a few years later. Receiving support from EricsHouse was so important after my tragic loss. The groups were instrumental in providing me the support I needed to grieve and mourn in a very supportive space where I no longer felt alone or isolated. I learned the teachings of Dr. Alan Wolfelt through the touchstones of the wilderness of grief. This gave me a better understanding of the journey ahead with help and support. This helped me to change the way I carried my grief with love and hope. This journey has deepened my compassion to assist others as a grief companion with my certification. Supporting other mothers and giving back to EricsHouse is a large part of my life and journey. Having the support of the EricsHouse community has helped me tremendously during this journey of healing. Having a support group when newly bereaved is the key to not feeling isolated or alone and provides you the ability to share your feelings in a very safe and confidential space. EricsHouse supports individuals, families, and communities. I honor my daughter Sydney every day. Her kind nature, infectious laugh, generosity, wonderful spirit, and her values continue to live with me. We celebrate many occasions for her and cherish the happy memories that we had together and grateful for our time together. I am honored to be a member of EricsHouse and EricsHouse community. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Charlotte Schwartz, and I found EricsHouse in 2019, 3 years after we lost our son Brady to substance abuse. I attended an open group in 2019 for a year because it was COVID. We had a group suicide loss, substance abuse loss, spousal loss to either of those. And I was so amazed at how people responded and began smiling and laughing over a short time with all the support that they were getting from the EricsHouse group. I wanted to help others in the same way. So after that year, I began becoming a co-facilitator with Mary Ann for the first year for a 10-week session where we helped moms and supported them through their journey of loss for substance abuse loss of a child. We were very amazed at how important it was to have specific groups for specific losses. And from then on, we've been doing that at EricsHouse. Our groups make such a difference in families' lives because when one parent gets support, then the rest of the family gets support in some way or other once their parent can function again and be happy again. And the journey doesn't end there, but it's a beginning for each one of them. We also heal in the same way, just by learning and listening to other people's experiences. So I am so grateful that I have found EricsHouse and that I can continue to help others. I've been doing it for 6 years now, and I want to continue as long as I can. Thank you.
I'd like to share a quote I read recently. The hope that is left after all your other hopes are gone, that hope is pure hope, rooted in the heart. For me, that quote expresses what people like myself, who've experienced the loss of a child through suicide, need the most, a glimmer of hope. And we need it big time because our journey through grief is so heart-wrenching. Some 30 plus years ago, when Craig, my 18-year-old son, took his own life, I didn't have a place like EricsHouse to go to. Luckily, I had family and friends and a compassionate therapist, but it was a very lonely, difficult journey. Over time, that journey brought me to a point where I found I could talk to others who experienced loss of suicide in a way that only another survivor can. I learned about EricsHouse when I was helping a friend who lost a child through suicide. Their program of services seemed to align itself with my own desire to make sure that no one has to suffer through the grief of suicide loss alone. Becoming a certified grief companion and group facilitator for EricsHouse allows me to walk along with other moms who desperately need a glimpse of hope in the darkness they're experiencing after the death of their child. EricsHouse groups create a container for healing. Talking is healing. Sobbing openly is healing. Those are the things I didn't experience because of the strong taboos around suicide in my community. I've come to realize that rebuilding my life took much longer because I didn't have the kind of opportunities that EricsHouse offers. Compassion and healing go hand in hand in our groups. That's how hope has a place to flourish, so that everyone touched by suicide loss, parents, brothers, sisters, other relatives, friends, and colleagues, can find the hope they need to rebuild their lives. Thank you so much for your support.
Where the broken hearts can heal,
Where the unseen pain is honored,
where every loss is real,
it's a light in the darkness.
and